Good morning, everybody. I packed up and hiked out of camp, and I'm gonna be up here eating my breakfast. There were some super aggressive squirrels there at this campsite for whatever reason, and I wanted to get away from them. At any rate, beautiful night. It's a beautiful morning, and I'm excited to see what the day brings. We're off to go into town and get some food. I got I think 8.6 miles to go to catch the shuttle. Well, let's see what happens before we get there. I just find this trail on top of the Bemis Mountains kind of neat. You got all these rocks you're going over. They're not too hard though. You got these cool alpine trees, the moss. It's just kind of a neat spot. Another sea of ferns. Wow, this is really beautiful morning today. So we're nearing the summit, but look at this cool mossy area. I think this is really neat. Loving the moss here. Well, looks like I went over the summit of Bemis Mountain and I didn't even realize it when I got there. So if you've ever wondered what the top of Bemis Mountain, Maine looks like, I can tell you it looks a lot like the bottom of Bemis Mountain. Just trees, green tunnel. But hey, it was fun to climb it, having a good time. Well, it happened. I got a full shoe of mud. Luckily, I caught myself with my poles, or I would have gone in even further. The mud! So much fun. This is the summit of Old Blue Mountain. I don't know if there's a newer one somewhere, but just so you're not confused, this is the Old Blue Mountain.
You can get some.
Did you see these bugs? Holy cow, walking through these little pines in the sun, they went berserk. So I called the shuttle. I said, yeah, I'm 2 miles away, come pick me up in an hour. This is a wet, slippery, tough descent. I'll be lucky to make it in an hour and a half. Well guys, I made it into the cabin hostel. This is supposed to be cool in that it's run by a 92-year-old lady named Honey. I hope I get to meet her tonight. Unfortunately, I think she's at her 93-year-old brother's funeral today, but she's a piece of AT history herself. So yeah, today was fun. The descent down Blue Mountain was pretty challenging, but we made it. And here we are. I resupplied today, got some food. Honestly, the store in town is not the best for a resupply, but we can make it work. Not recommended, but we got food for another 4 days or so, which should push us into Bethel, New Hampshire. So yeah, good day. Been resting, felt really good. I'll sign off now. We're supposed to have a home-cooked dinner here at the hostel tonight and a home-cooked breakfast. That's kind of one of the draws as well. And then I'll be back on the trail tomorrow. So wish me luck and happy trails. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later. As a postscript to day 21, just a little story I want to remember. At the end of the day, I've climbed up Old Blue Mountain. And you're supposed to call the hostel from Old Blue Mountain because you get a little service up there, and then they'll come pick you up at the bottom about 2 miles away. So I called in and I got someone who's a little new. And she says, okay, what time do you want me to come pick you up? I'm like, whoa, you tell me, right? But she didn't know, so I'm like, well, it's 2 miles away, how about an hour? Did not think that through very well. That was a very bad decision on my part. It turns out the descent down Old Blue Mountain is crazy steep, crazy hard, slick at the very top, very slippery. And it has the rebarb. I think you saw the picture of some of the rebarb rungs I had to climb down. And I'm hauling, I'm going as fast as I can. Got to get there in an hour. I went 1 mile and the hour had passed. And so I'm hurrying. You get to this viewpoint about half a mile from the end, from the road. And you look out on this beautiful view, and then you look down, and the road is so far down. At any rate, it took me about 90 to 100 minutes to get there. And she luckily, the shuttle driver waited. She said, I was giving you 10 more minutes. And anyways, I will be more careful if I run into somebody asks me how fast you think you'll make it. I'll be much more careful before I answer.